Angela from Landman was an Airbnb.
This is what we would do.
This is going to be some tips on how to define your property's guest avatar, and this is exactly what we do when we go through this process with our clients.
This needs to be step one in your process before you even start to think about designing, is truly understand who is going to be visiting your Airbnb and design based on that guest avatar.
Either people just don't do this at all, or the few percentage of people that do this, they somehow get it wrong. Either they don't go specific enough, or they think, oh, I'm just gonna do a house for families. And like, well, what kind of family? Like, we have to get into the nitty gritty of what these details are.
Yeah, they keep it generic because they wanna play it safe, but sometimes playing it safe, it's gonna do the opposite of being successful in the long run. When you design your properties, you really wanna hone in on who is visiting it and really think about all the demographics based on location, what's around your area. So you really wanna understand what is the age of the people traveling there. Is it attracting kids because it's in Orlando, or are you kind of out in the mountains? So that's gonna be your first establishment, as well as looking at genders. Are you looking at girl groups? Are you doing a bachelorette themed place? So there's many different levels and layers to that, as well as income level. So are you kind of attracting, you know, the families that are there just for the week vacation, or are you looking at someone really wanting that crazy experience? They're probably not going to be leaving the property and have that income to spend.
And get really detailed, right? Like, don't just say families. Is it families with older kids, teenagers, or is it families with toddlers? Like, that all makes a big difference on how your property looks and what you put inside of the property. The next part of the process is to design for that personality. So using Angela from Landman as an example, she is fierce, she is bold, she's forward. What is her personality? She loves to host, she loves to do her themed dinners. You need to put things in the property that complement that personality. Get all of these details on paper, and then that's what's going to be the foundation for your property's inspiration. I think people really freak out and they're scared to niche that detail. That doesn't mean that you can't have families with kids of other ages. You're still going to get those guests. The more niche down you can get, the better, because again, you're not going to scare away other people outside of that. You're just going to be really specific, and it's going to be really easy for your guest avatar to pick your property over others. It's no different than doing this exercise with a product in a business. Nike very specifically targeted people that ran. That was their market. And then they attracted the broader athletic market. Same with your property. You're gonna specifically target who you want to go there, or who is going to go there. And then you'll still get that net cast a little bit wider with other people going. Do this very detailed, specific exercise, and you're gonna see the return. This is just making sure that your property is themed well, organized, and has a plan.
We're also going to design for functionality. What does she want to experience when she's in the space? So like Heather said, she loves to host, she does her dinner gatherings. We wanna develop almost like a bar setting, a seating zone, have that out there decor. She loves her animal print. So all that's gonna be incorporated into how we designed her space. We do this for all of our properties. We really understand that guest avatar. And once we dove into understanding Angela so much from the Landman series, we wanted to develop this space. It's a living room, it's a bar, and here is what we came up with.
So that's it for this video. Subscribe to our channel, guys, for more videos like this. You can shop this entire room as well if you head to the description, and come follow us on Instagram at Pinkwell Designs.